Ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed that the jury has reached a verdict. Anything from the state before we bring the jury in?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Anything from the defense?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are with us, I give this instruction every time before the jury comes in. And that is simply to let you know that we cannot have any type of outburst or anything of that nature, regardless of what the verdict is. This is just simply to let you know that if you're unable to contain your emotions, you need to excuse yourself from the courtroom now. Because regardless of what the verdict is, there's to be no display or no outbursts or any sign of emotion whatsoever. All right, so if you need to be excused, you can go ahead and excuse yourself now. All right, let's go ahead and bring the jury in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I understand the jury's reached a verdict, is that correct? All right, and have you written the verdict on the indictment, signed it as the foreperson, and dated it?
Yes.
All right, if you would please hand it to the bailiff. All right, I'll ask the clerk if she would please publish the verdict.
Indictment number 2021 GS 2601191. The state of South Carolina, county of Horry versus Meagan Marie Jackson as to the charge of murder. We, the jury, by unanimous consent, find this defendant guilty. Signed by Foreperson Jeffrey Roberts, dated June 17, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if this is your verdict, please so signify by raising your right hand. Thank you.
I let the record reflect that all jurors raise their right hand. Any polling of the jury by the defense?
No, sir.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your service. That will conclude your duties as jurors in this case and for this term of court. And I want to thank you for your service. I know jury duty is not a fun thing to do, but it is an important thing to do and a vital thing to do. You have a 1-year disqualification from serving as jurors in state circuit court. You've got a 3-year exemption. I hope you don't exercise your exemption because we do need good jurors. And I want to thank you for your service. You're free to go at this time if you want to go. If you want to stay until the conclusion of the proceedings, you can do that as well. Just remain in the jury box. So it's up to you as to those of you who wish to go ahead and leave now, you can leave now. Thank you very much. All right, anything before we impose sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Well, first, I guess at this point in time, I know the rules of criminal procedure do allow time periods for post-trial motions. Is there any post-trial motions at this time?
Your Honor, we move for a judgment NOV by you based on the adequacy of the evidence presented, and also that you impose a verdict as 13th juror, having sat through the trial, heard the evidence. We make those two motions. But we would like a little time to flesh those out if possible.
All right, well, I'm going to deny both motions for judgment NOV, and I'll also a motion as the 13th juror. I think there's sufficient evidence presented to the jury that supports their verdict. As I said, the rules of criminal procedure do give you time periods to file post-trial motions, so I'll entertain any other post-trial motions you want to do pursuant to those rules. I'll give you that time. All right, anything further at this time?
Your Honor, we are printing the sentencing sheet. We do have two victims who would like to address the court. Savannah Rice, who has been present the whole time, and then Zachary Rice, who is the victim's son from another relationship. With the court's permission, that would be via WebEx because he's had help.
No,
No?
I'm not doing WebEx.
Okay.
All right, so, once we get the sentencing sheet, I will give the victims who are present an opportunity to speak if they wish.
I believe Ms. Rice wants me to read her statement.
Well, I mean, we're not doing that right now.
No, I
I need
know.
the sentencing sheet. I'll let you know when I want to hear from the victims.
She just went back to records to get it, Your Honor.
All right.